It was an evening to unwind and celebrate Nigeria's 65th Independence Day as Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo hosted the Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahi, at Government House Villa in Benin City. During the dining, Senator Umahi delivered a major announcement on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the approval of a 100-kilometer stretch of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to pass through Edo State, a state that was not originally included in the highway's alignment. This announcement was greeted with thunderous applause as leaders of the APC and other guests expressed excitement at the development, while saying the project, describing it as a reward for loyalty, leadership, and performance.
The president called me and said, listen, this project must pass from Lagos to Ogun State, from Ondo State to Edo State, to Delta, to Bayelsa, to Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River. And that's why we are here. Your Excellency, the president has given you 100 kilometers by 2 of the coastal roads.
In his remarks, Governor Monday Okpebholo thanked President Tinubu for the surprise gift, describing it as a turning point in Edo's infrastructure journey. He noted
and the power and the strength that is given to our governor to deliver for the state.
The visit by the Minister of Works has brought a sigh of relief to Edo people who are now waiting to see improved road infrastructure in the nearest future. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
A Dangote cement trunk has crushed 5 people to death at the Alopota axis of the Papalanto-Ilaro Road, Yewa South local government area of Ogun State. Punch Online learned on Saturday from the spokesman for the Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, Babatunde Akimbi, that the accident occurred at about 8:30 p.m. on Friday. The trade spokesman noted that the truck has lost its brakes and rammed into a tricycle, conveying the 5 victims. He identified the vehicle involved as an unregistered tricycle and a Dangote truck with the number plates GRZ767XA. According to an eyewitness, the truck lost its brake and rammed into the tricycle, but unfortunately the driver was not observant that he had collided with the tricycle until its tire crushed the tricycle and the passengers. He noted that upon receipt of the incident, the acting trace head Adebayo Omonayajo and the Ilaro Divisional Trace Commander Salako Idowu led a rescue team to the scene. He added that residents of the community had attempted to attack the rescue team, but the intervention of several security agencies brought the situation under control. This is not the first incident involving a Dangote trunk in fatal crashes. The Nigerian police force has said it is yet to be served with the order of the Federal High Court stopping the enforcement of tinted glass permits. Force Police Relations Officer CSP Benjamin Hundeyi disclosed this on Saturday while reacting to the reports that the court has restrained the police from arresting or prosecuting motorists over tinted glasses. A Federal High Court had on Friday granted an order in suit number FHCWRCS 101-2025 John Akimpopo Martins v. Inspector General of Police and Nigerian Police Force, directing the police to suspend enforcement of the permits pending the determination of the substantive case. The order asks the police to maintain the status quo, halting any action against motorists until the matter is concluded. The clarification follows claims by the human rights lawyer Ibehi Ifyong, who had circulated a portion of the ruling restraining the police from enforcing the regulation. The police had, in April 2023, announced the resumption of the permit scheme under the Police Specialized Service Automation Project after suspending it in 2022. Germany Munich Airport has halted flights for the second time in 24 hours after more unconfirmed drone sightings. In a statement on Friday evening, the airport said that flights were suspended at 12:30 local time, with around 6,500 passengers affected. BeeTv News Favor Kolawole has details.
At least 17 flights were also grounded in Munich on Thursday evening due to multiple drones sighted in nearby airspace. It's the latest in a series of incidents involving drones that have disrupted aviation in Europe in recent weeks. Authorities in Belgium on Thursday were also investigating sightings of 15 drones, which were seen above the Elseborn military site near the German border, as police were asked the military to shoot drones down. Recent drones sighted across the European Union prompted a leaders' summit in Copenhagen this week. Several European member states have backed plans for a multiple-layered drone war to quickly detect when track and destroy Russian drones. 20 Russian drones crossed into Poland, Russian MiG-31 jet
stages, but asked for further negotiations on a number of issues outlined in the U.S. peace plan on Gaza. In a statement, Hamas said it's agreed to release all Israeli prisoners, both living and dead, according to the exchange formula contained in President Trump's proposal, if the proper conditions for the exchange were met. The U.S. President Donald Trump responded by saying he believed Hamas was ready for lasting peace. He wrote on his Truth social media platform, Israel must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza so that we can get the hostages out safely and quickly. Hamas' acceptance of some of the peace deal came hours after the U.S. president has given Hamas until Sunday to agree to his plan, warning that all hell would break loose if an agreement was not reached by the deadline. The Hamas statement suggests it is seeking further negotiations on various issues regarding the future of Gaza and the rights of Palestinians. It's understood that Arab and Turkish mediators has been strongly pressing Hamas to give positive response to the U.S. proposal. The anti-Semitic terror attack in Manchester has made headlines across all front pages as authorities identified the suspect as 35-year-old Chihad Assami, a British national of the Syrian descent. It has been seen on the time of attack. BeeTv News Temitope Oluwafemi has more.
Investigators announced on Friday that while one of the victims, Melvin Kadri, died from stab wounds inflicted by Al-Shami, the other, Adrian Dobley, regrettably was killed by a police bullet. One of the three victims in hospital also suffered a non-life-threatening gunshot wound from officers. They were both believed to have been behind the synagogue door, preventing Al-Shami from entering. Prime Minister Saki Starmer has visited the scene and spoke with community leaders.
It's really important today that the whole country comes together, people of all faiths and no faiths, to stand in support and solidarity with our Jewish community.
But there is unease. Thursday night saw pro-Palestinian protests in Manchester, a London train station, and outside Downing Street, with 40 arrests made following chants considered to be anti-Semitic. By Oluwafemi, reporting for BeeTv News.
U.S. senators have a fourth time failed to pass pending proposals to reopen the federal government, extending the ongoing shutdown into next week. Two separate spending proposals, one from the Democrats and one from Republicans, failed to reach the required 60-vote threshold. BeeTv News' Faith Ojo has details.
With both sides deadlocked, the White House on Friday said it would be left with the unenviable task of mass layoffs to keep essential government services operating in the shutdown continues, which Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt described as fiscal sanity. The scope of those potential layoffs remain unclear, but the White House has been in discussion with the Office of Management and Budget, or OMB. Both Republican and Democratic lawmakers have dug in their heels on the main point of finding that 47% of U.S. adults blame Republicans compared to 30% who blame Democrats. Faith Ojo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Japan's ruling Conservative Party female Prime Minister, known for her strong right-leaning views, Sakachi inherits a party weakened by recent scandals and internal divisions, and now faces the task of rebuilding unity within its rank. BeeTv News' Favor Kolawale has details.
In addition to political challenges, she must address Japan's struggling economy marked by persistent inflation and stagnant wages affecting many households. On the international front, If confirmed as Prime Minister, she will be responsible for managing strained US-Japan relations and overseeing the implementation of a tariff agreement made with Trump's administration. Last month, Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, whose tenure lasted just a year, announced that he would step down after a series of election defeats that saw the Liberal Democratic Party governing coalition lose its majority in both chambers of parliament. Takaichi has been a long-term admirer of Britain's first female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. She is now ever closer to fulfilling her Iron Lady ambition, but many women voters see her as an advocate for progress. Takaichi is a staunch conservative who's long opposed legislation allowing women to keep their maiden names after marriage, saying it is against tradition. She is also against same-sex marriage.
And now to business news. Wema Bank PLC has launched the 2025 edition of its annual Teachers Day Challenge ahead of International Teachers Day on October 5th. The initiative team, Wema at 80 Teachers Day Challenge, aims to honor teachers who have made long-standing impact on generation of students. Let's join BeeTv News Esoya Osemwike for details and more from Business World.
Participants, students, and graduates of any age are required to post an 80-second video on social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, highlighting a teacher's positive influence. Entries must mention the teacher's name, school tag, Wema Bank, and use the hashtag Wema Bank at 80 Teachers Day and hashtag Teachers Day with a legacy of impact. Eligible teachers may be from primary, secondary, or tertiary institutions. The challenge will result in a short list of 10 teachers, from which 3 will receive significant cash awards, while 2 others will receive complimentary gifts. Wema Bank has previously recognized 10 teachers across Nigeria in past editions of the challenge, distributing a total of 13 million naira in cash and gifts rewards. The initiative is part of Wema Bank's 80th anniversary celebrations and ongoing commitment to national development through education. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has issued a directive mandating food manufacturers in Nigeria to eliminate industrially produced trans fatty acids from all food products within 18 months. The directive forms a part of a newly unveiled national roadmap aimed at mitigating public health risks associated with trans fat, which are linked to heart disease, stroke, and premature death. The roadmap includes product reformulation, enhanced laboratory testing capacity, regulatory monitoring, public education, and cross-sectoral collaboration. The 18-month transition period is intended to give manufacturers time to deplete existing inventory and reformulate products to comply with the new standards. The new policy builds on Nigeria's recognition by the World Health Organization (WHO) in 2023 for adopting best practice policies in trans fat elimination. The roadmap is expected to support Nigeria in achieving full WHO.
Moving on to entertainment news. Nigerian singer Shay has disclosed that her former personal assistant, PA, was involved in a relationship with Tiwa Savage's ex-husband, Tunji Balogun T-Blaze. Also, Sean Diddy Combs sentenced to 50 months in federal prison. Let's join BeeTv News.
Revelation was made during her appearance on a recent podcast, where she recounted how her former PA confessed to the affairs in 2021. According to Shay, the confession occurred during a casual conversation at a bar, shortly after a public altercation between her and Tiwa Savage at a salon that year. The singer stated that the PA admitted to having a romantic relationship with T-Blaze and expressed concerns that this might have been the underlying fallout between both artists. At the time of the confession, Shay was reportedly pregnant and claimed to have been unaware of the affair. The 2021 incident between the two singers, captured in a viral video, had intensified public scrutiny of their strained relationship, with speculations frequently fueled by fan commentary. The new revelation, Arts Conduct, delivered in July 2025, classified the nurse's conduct as unlawful and professionally negligent, noting that the injection was administered without the doctor's prescriptions. It also raised concerns about the action others present in the apartment at the time of the incident. Over 2 months since the verdict, no criminal charges have been filed. The petition demands that prosecutions be initiated within 14 days